If you count the legal votes, I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us.
Continue with the breaking news. 48 hours after the election was called for Joe Biden, President Trump has just fired his defense secretary.
He might just be the first one that's on the chopping block, because we know the president has been very unhappy with the Attorney General Bill Barr because he didn't feel like he prosecuted enough of his political opponents, or prosecuted any of his political opponents to the degree that the president wanted. But also the FBI director, Chris Wray, who typically would serve a 10-year term. The president has also wanted to fire him as well. So really what the president is saying with this tweet firing Esper is that this is not going to be a quiet transition that you've seen with past presidents. They're in this lame duck period and someone else is replacing them. It can often be a pretty sleepy period. Donald Trump, it clearly is not going to be, Brianna.
Like a toddler throwing a tantrum, President Donald Trump will not concede losing his bid for re-election. And he's even told people reportedly that the Secret Service will have to drag him out of the White House kicking and screaming. How pathetic is this? Now, while the Biden team says that they have no problem whatsoever removing trespassers from 1600 Penn, today the commander-in-chief made military moves that really signaled he is not looking to vacate the White House without a fight. So let's talk about the potential of Trump using his military resources to stay in power. I'm attorney Adrienne Lawrence, and this is Overruled. Welcome to TYT Overruled, where you get to be the judge. Your case for today concerns Trump's military moves in light of his insistence that he stay in the White House. Now, our highest-ranking uniformed officer, that's chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Army General Mark Milley, he's already said that the military will not get involved with this civilian matter. But as you know, this tomfoolery is unprecedented. There's no playbook for this. But even so, here are 3 things that you'll want to know about Trump's military moves and whether the military could remove him from the White House. First, by tweet, President Trump just fired Defense Secretary Mark Esper and replaced him with a yes man. Now, this wasn't completely unexpected. Trump had been pretty pissed about Esper, especially with this past summer when the defense secretary refused to send active duty military into our city streets to quell the protests. Yeah, because sending U.S. military into cities to stop people from exercising their First Amendment right to protest seems pretty fascist to me. So I'm glad Esper said no to that one, but now Trump is reportedly replacing him with Christopher Miller. This is some big deal counter-terrorist official in the government, and it really seems that he is definitely more of a yes man who's willing to follow Trump's orders, and that is pretty scary. But fortunately, there are members of the military out there, or at least people who are military adjacent, who are not down to just follow Trump's orders. That brings me to my second point. Decorated combat veterans are speaking out, insisting the military use force to remove Donald Trump if he refuses to leave office. Because as these military men think, Trump would become an enemy of the Constitution. Retired Lieutenant Colonels John Nigel and Paul Yingling recently wrote an open letter, really powerful one at it, and they're urging General Milley to get involved if Trump's departure is not on January 20th when it needs to be, because basically we're facing authoritarian rule. The 2 lieutenant colonels highlight that the military's oath, above all, is to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Now, Lieutenant Colonels Nigel and Yingling, they also recognize the role Trump's minions play in this. Check this out. They wrote, "Mr. Trump is assembling a private army capable of thwarting not only the will of the electorate, but also the capacities of ordinary law enforcement. When these forces collide on January 20th, 2021, the U.S. military will be the only institution capable of upholding our constitutional order. If Donald Trump refuses to leave office at the expiration of his constitutional term, the United States military must remove him by force, and you must give that order." Damn, they really put that out there, and a lot of service members are co-signing. Third, when Biden is sworn in as the 46th president of the United States, Trump's no longer going to be the commander-in-chief of the military, and so he'll have no say. That's right. According to Section 1 of the 20th Amendment, it expressly states that the terms of the president and vice president shall end at noon on the 20th day of January, and the terms of their successors shall then begin. As such, the military will be taking orders from a new president, President Biden, not Donald J. Trump, future felon. And any organized effort to overthrow Biden's presidency would seem to be in that arena of treason, possibly sedition, and other high crimes. Yeah, so I don't really know if the military will be on Trump's side after January 20th. That's it. Those are the 3 things that you should know about Trump's recent military moves and the intel around the military possibly removing him from 1600 Penn. Now, we are in completely unprecedented territory here, so there are no rules whatsoever. What do you think? Should the military get involved if Trump refuses to leave office? And do you think the military will actually get involved? Let me know your thoughts below. Follow us for more and hit me up on Twitter with the hashtag TYTOverruled. Catch you later.